Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite chess journal YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing great. And today we have logged into uh, chesstempo.com, another beautiful website. As you can see here on the interface, it looks quite appealing. Let's try to search for a game. We want to play someone who is in intermediate level. So the rating, I've set the rating level range 1300 to 1800. Let's try for a 15 minutes game. See who we get and what pieces do we get. I guess it's not gonna take a while. So how have you guys been doing? Hopefully everyone is doing great. And thank you very much for subscribing to this channel, staying put, and keeping me motivated. And those of you who are new to this channel, please consider subscribing, because your subscription is the only thing that motivates me to come up with these contents. And simply, you guys are the best. So today, what are we gonna play? With white pieces, we will be playing the London system, and with black pieces, if allowed to, we will continue playing with the Pirc or the Pirc defense. Now, so it's taking a while. Bear with me, guys. The only problem that I have found here. Okay, so we got. We got a game, and against e4, this is a Pirc defense with d6, and now knight f3. Okay, this is gonna be the classical, I guess. Let's play knight f6. I've got to make sure that to not lose on time. Knight c3 here. What are the options? We've got a lot of options. Definitely, I mean, we could consider playing here, c5. We could also consider playing c6, and I don't know. We could also let's keep it simple. Let's fianchetto or dark square bishop. Okay, they have decided to play bishop c4. You can also see the name of the opening here is still king's pawn opening. So they need to play d4 to consider it as the Pirc. Now, what does that move do? Or what that does is like setting up this thing. They want to play. The only disadvantage I found here on this side is that I cannot draw arrows. I mean, like this with this, yes. But I have made a lot of mouse sleep by trying to do so. So they want to do these and do these. Okay, fair enough. So let's fianchetto our square bishop. Yeah, as anticipated. So they have done that. Now we can simply stop that by castling. Let's do that. So they are a proper intermediate level player, 1677. Now they have also castled by playing d4, I guess, and grabbing space in the center could have been their best move. But since they haven't played d4, we can now play c5, right? And we have castled, so now they do not have this check anymore. So as we are unable to draw lines, you guys need to work out on your visualization Organization. Now they have played d4, and here let's exchange. Let's take cd4. So we are actually playing the Pirc defense or the Pirc defense, but they have delayed this d4 move. Now this is still considered as you can see, king's pawn opening. Now this allows us to develop and attack their queen. Well, let's do that. Considering our oh no, oh no. So they didn't see that we made a mouse slip. All right. Okay. So thank you. Or maybe he was so kind of, so kind of them. Okay, let's come back. Now let's keep on attacking that queen. Let's go back. Play in the middle. 95. So I'm not gonna draw or try to draw arrows here because as you've just seen, I made mouse slip. Now what is the plan? Our plan is very simple. We need to break in Pirc's defense. We've got three major breaks with c5, e5, and f5. Here we don't see, or we do not have any e5 break. So we have the f5 break. Now let's focus on that one. Let's come back here. So the good thing about this site is that you get to know what opening you are playing here or your opponent is playing here, as it is showing already. And the bad thing is that if you are if you are a content creator, you won't be able to draw arrows for your viewers. So they have decided to pull their bishop back. Now what? No one should we play here first? Oh, hang on a second. We always look for checks, captures, fret, pin and fork, right? So this is a check, and that check allows us to win their queen. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Pirc's defense. So that was the only thing they needed to do. Now we have won their queen and clearly doing better. So now simply just play e5. No point of playing here. So just e5, grabbing space in the center. And although we have won their queen, doesn't mean that the game is over, because we've got how many pieces? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they have a minor piece up. So we still have to earn our victory. First of all, let's tuck this king here because we wanted to play here one day, but because of this pin, we cannot do that. So let's put the king here in this cozy home. So how have you guys been doing? Hopefully everyone is doing great. And those of you who are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I know I've said that once, but I'm saying it again because I need a lot of love from you guys, uh, some joys maybe. So they have by playing bishop g5, they are attacking our queen. Now let's play f6. Kick that bishop out of our camp. That's what we always do, or that's what I always have been doing, kicking out pieces from my own camp. Now we have to focus on development as well before playing this break any further. This knight is misplaced here. Let's put it here. And since we have won their queen, exchanging pieces is going to benefit us. And speaking of exchanging pieces, let's try to exchange the light square bishops. Let's pre-move that one, and they should avoid exchange of pieces. What is our plan? Our plan is to, as I've said, put our pieces into their optimal squares. Now they are they're x-raying our queen. So let's get out of that as well as attack this pawn. Although it's defended, maybe stop this kind of thing. Stopping the knight jumping here and then attacking this one. Maybe we're gonna put this rook here behind this pawn. Let's see. They have this knight jump though, and in that case probably we are going to tuck our queen here. So as discussed, let's put this rook, a rook to d8 square. Oh no, again another mouse slip. Oh man, what's happening? So now they are attacking our queen. So let's put her here, target this pawn. What is that move doing? I don't know. But winning that pawn is okay, but this one is much stronger. So we always have to find which move is stronger between the two or among the three. So finding and identifying stronger moves is surely going to improve your play. And sorry for the background noise, guys. If you can hear any, as I've said that I live in the city, and there are a lot of background noises around here. Let's now capture this pawn, and they have played bishop d2 to guard this knight, but we can win another pawn, right? So let's win that one. And what else? We are clear now. We're not only queen up, but we are also a couple of pawns up. Now, what is that move? I don't know, because okay, I do know they have this knight. I was about to blunder my queen by capturing there. Now let's put our queen here. We need to keep her as active as possible, Maybe we want to play knight c5, attacking their rook. So let's see how they react. So they have created a flight square. Let's stick to the plan. This one is guarded, but we can capture here. So how's your visualization? Visualize by the term visualization, I mean that can you count moves or see moves without even placing them on board? Visualization is actually very important, and um, okay, we actually have a lot of good moves. They didn't take here. So first of all, okay, we didn't talk about this before, which is called the removing the defender. This rook is a defended rook, right? Who is defending this rook? This pawn, the c pawn. So how can we win this rook? If we remove their defender and sacrificing our knight, winning this pawn, and win this rook. So to save their rook, they need to put it here. And in that case, we could come back here again, attack the rook. So after all these, what have we gained? We have gained a pawn. So this is called the removing the defender technique. And if you are an intermediate level player, you should apply this technique in your games. Let's see if they find this one. Consider their rating range. Yeah, they have found that one. Now let's come here. We gotta be very careful because their rook is actually extraying our queen. So any crazy knight jump, um, could happen. Now this move, what it does? It actually attacks this pawn. Also vacating this square because this knight want to jump here. And this is a possibility. Oh, now I can draw an arrow here. So you have to click once here, and then maybe one square, some squares. This, I mean, in the valid squares. For example, this bishop wants to go here, h6 square. So you click the bishop first, and then click on this square. Left click. So now, yeah, I found it. Okay. So what do we do? This rook also is attacking our pawn, so we can. How can we attack and defend this pawn at the same time? Let's play here. So this rook is going to defend this pawn laterally. Although they can play here. like this. But in that case, probably we will take their rook. Because there comes a tempo on the king, and then end of the day we'll also win this rook. So multi-purpose moves. Okay, that's a good move. Pinning our, pinning our knight like this. Let's defend the knight. So we are in move number 33. Our opponent is playing really well. They haven't resigned, despite of the fact that they lost their queen early. They're putting up a good fight. Now what? What is their best move? We need to think as well. Yeah, that's a good move, but they forgot that this is attacking these. Okay, so they want to win our rook, but let's take their knight. And we can now they are, what is that actually? Not what does that move, what is that move doing? That move actually captured the rook, our rook. What is that not doing is that rook used to guard this rank, right? And we always look for check captures and frets, fork and pin. So this is a check, winning this rook. End of the day. And this is understandable that they have resigned. So good game. Okay, they want to play a rematch. Let's play. So now we gonna play the London system. So hopefully this is going to be good instructive games, because we wanted to play London system and Pirc defense. This is the move we play, bishop f4. So in this is a 2-in-1 game. We saw the the Pirc defense. Oops, again mouse slip. Oh, come on. What is this Sarat attack? This is called the mouse slip attack. Okay. All right. Let's play here. We're playing London system but without the presence of this pawn. The pawn on e3, without the presence of the pawn of e3. This is the London system without the pawn of e3. Consider that. So one thing we are also learning is that what to do if you make mistakes. I mean, one thing you need to do is keep your cool, be calm, and don't get paranoid. That's what I'm trying to do here. Remain calm and playing the methodical moves and making sure that I do not make any mouse slips anymore. Here, let's capture this knight. So that will allow to plonk our knight here in the middle, e5. Sorry, I'm playing a bit quicker because honestly speaking, I'm kind of pissed off myself. So that move attacking our rook, but also allows us to play the move that we wanted to play. Here, what are we gonna do? Development. We always talked about development. So this pawn is unguarded. Let's put a guard here. Because of this that terrible mouse slip in the beginning, we are not doing well. Slight disadvantage because of the fact that we are a pawn down, and they also have the center control. More, not more. Actually, we both have the same kind of center control. I don't like the placement of the bishop here. Let's ask that a question. This bishop needs to go back. So bishop d7. No, we do not want to take here. Let's pin the knight. I don't know what is this Sarath attack. I haven't heard this before. Did you guys ever know this attack? Let me know. This opening, Sarath attack. I think the London system previously used to be known as Sarath attack. I have to look into the Wikipedia. Now what do we do? What do we do? Okay, this pawn in London system oops, what am I playing? In London system, we often target that pawn. So let's do that. And it's well defended. Now it's time to open up. So they have attacked our Oscar bishop. What do we wanna do? Do we wanna exchange? Let's open the position. Because of the fact, why do you want to open the position? Because of the fact that we are a pawn down, and here actually opening up the position and creating a lot of lines is going to, let's capture here, help us. Let's take this pawn. Why did the castle? No, and why didn't they take here? I don't know. They're playing fast. So let's take this pawn, create a discovered attack on their king. Okay, so they played their king h8. Now defend this pawn. Let's defend this pawn by playing knight f3. Maybe we want to put our rook behind this pawn here and keep on pushing this pawn. That could be one of our strategies. Now the material is restored, I mean pawn-wise speaking, but the only thing is that we have an isolated pawn here, and isolated pawns are actually good to initiate an attack. We can actually double up here. We need to also create a flight square. Let's double up first and then create a flight square. Oh, I forgot that one. But hang on a second. Can't we win the bishop? If we play here, that's a pin. Sorry, I'm just calculating. In that case, they need to give up their rook. They're going to be an exchange down. Okay, I saw that one, but we also have this one, right? This is a threat. Okay, so they have given us a check. I can see that. Let's tuck the king to h square, h1 square. This is the threat they need to address. This is a threat. Okay, we got a lot of good plays, I guess, unless they don't want to play here. All right, so we're gonna give it check and win the rook, but I can see that now that they played here, what is worth more than the rook? Um, Hang on a second, let me just calculate. This knight is defended by our rook, so we can actually put the rook here. I was just thinking about whether we have any backrank thing, but they do not. So we have created a massive attack on them. So in the first game, we have actually learned how removing the defender uh, helps us to gain control on the game and win materials. And here we are. What are we learning? What are we learning here? How to create massive attack, right? So we can win their queen. Okay, guys, I'm seeing something. I don't know whether you guys can see it. We can win the queen, but what's worth more than the queen? Definitely the king. That ends the game. So we have a check here. Sacrifice. Massive attack, right? We sacrifice the rook. And if we take the rook, that's a check. The king has to react. I mean, they need to react. If they take our rook, then we have this check. That's checkmate because their escape square, this is covered by our this rook, and they can't go there because of our queen. And what if they do not take? So this check, after this check, they have to take because this square is covered already with our king. So that's check. Wow, that's awesome. Super. So they have to take, and then thank you very much. Wow, so that's exciting. Thank you very much for watching this game up until now. And till the next time, do let me know, guys, down in the comment section below how do you like this game. Till the next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.